Hello everybody, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. Today we're going to talk about the Ecodiesel and DPF deletes and EGR deletes and tuning and all the fun things. Specifically, you may be watching because you just watch my normal videos, or you may be watching because you're an Ecodiesel guy and you want to know, you want to unravel some of this stuff. So, I mean, if you go on YouTube or Google or Facebook, you see all these videos, that no more deleted diesels, the party's over, emissions delete, you guys putting all the crap back on his truck, whatever. There are still various options for the Ecodiesel specifically, and I'm just going to go over what I've done with mine, okay, one day while I was in Canada, not in America, because I'm Canadian now, okay? So there's a few different options if you're into Ecodiesel, for Ecodiesel specifically. If you're in the Ecodiesel community, you probably heard of Ecodiesel Owners Canada. You probably heard of HD whatever. I can't think of their name. There's also SFT, and there's a new company out there, Reckless Motorsports. I went with Ecodiesel Owners Canada. I went with Mr. Tuning through Ecodiesel Owners Canada. And let me cover a few things that you need to know. So in order to turn the EGR off, the main failure point, the thing that you want to get rid of on an Ecodiesel, you want to turn the EGR off. You can do that electronically. You don't actually need one of these pipes. That's an intake, whatever. You don't need the exhaust pipe. You don't need all this. This is for a Jeep, but you get the idea. Let's just look at this real quick. You don't have to have this in order to turn your EGR off. You can turn it off in the tune. It will never work again. It will never put soot in your intake again. If you do that in conjunction with a catch can so that you're not continuing to put oil in there, you probably won't have any problems. You'll eliminate most of the cause for concern. And that's what I've done right now. Now, what I will do in the summertime when the weather's nicer, because I think we all know everywhere, all across North America, it's pretty damn cold. In the summertime, I'll go back and I'll get rid of the cooler, because the cooler tends to clog up with soot. And then what will happen at that point is it will clog up, and then it'll leak, and you'll get coolant in your oil, and then you wipe out a bearing, and then your heart is full of sadness. So you can do that with these plates, and this is the full kit. This one's from TNS, Ecodiesel Owners Canada. EOC has it. There's a bunch of them out there. You can do whichever one you want. Muffler deletes, whatever. They really have it all, and I didn't pay, or I paid full price for this stuff. I didn't get anything out of it. So what I got from them, to stop rambling and get to the point, what I got from them was a stage 1 tune and this transmission tune. And what that does for me is it turns my EGR off, and it makes my truck faster. So I got this right here. $13.50 is in Canadian dollars. I think at the time that I ordered it, it was like $11.68 or something. The exchange rate fluctuates a little bit. It comes with a PG3 handheld, which will be, you'll see, I'll pull it up for you here. It's this thing right here. It has some diagnostic ability. It can reset taps and things like that. I don't use it. It's not like a Edge CTS monitor. You're not going to have all the sweet diesel gauges on here or anything like that. It's mainly a vessel for you to download your stock tune onto it, send it off to Mr. Tuning, who will tune it, alter it for you specifically, and send it back. Now, a few other points. With the stage 1 tune, you still need to use diesel exhaust fluid, but you can delete that if you're having issues with codes related to the DEF. For 150, you can add the stage 1 DEF delete to it. You can also go back later and add stage 2 tuning upgrade. So for an extra 300 Canadian, I upgrade my tune to stage 2 once the weather's warmer and I'm willing to do a real true full delete. And that's the difference between the full delete and the stage 1 tune. Stage 1 tune, you don't have to remove any hard parts from your vehicle. Stage 2 full delete, you do. You can't run the diesel particulate filter, probably too much soot, whatever. So with no further ado, after 5 minutes of rambling, let me show you guys a 40 to 80 mile an hour run. The interstate's the only thing clear enough to do this on currently. So first run, stock tune. Second run is the Mr. Tuning Tune Stage 1 and Trans Tune, loaded up from Ecodiesel Owners Canada. So what all this got me, it looks like, was about a 4 second gain in 40-ish to 80-ish miles an hour. I'm willing to accept that my timing method was less than perfect, but I mean, it was good enough. When you drive it, when people say that it's like a whole different truck, it's really like a whole different truck. The throttle responds like a gasser. There's no big lag. When I did the stock tune and I hit it, there was a solid half a second before that truck did anything at all. And now it just moves. So it drives much more pleasantly. I don't have to worry about the EGR dumping a bunch of crap into my intake and causing a failure. I don't have to worry about it dumping a bunch of crap into the cooler and causing an engine failure. As far as mileage goes, a lot of people ask that. It's hard for me to calculate mileage right now. It's very cold. Doing a lot of idles and things like that, idling to warm up, and I think I maybe got 1.5 miles to the gallon out of it. It's hard to say. I don't know that I got anything. I got very little, if anything, in mileage, but I didn't do it for mileage. So I do see these guys saying that they get 28, 29, 30 miles to the gallon, but then, some of the videos I've watched, people are just doing crap that I'm not willing to do. Like, I'm not tailgating a semi at 62 miles an hour and coasting down every hill and slowly accelerating up every hill. I'm not hypermiling. I set my cruise 74 miles an hour, and whatever it needs to do to keep that, that's what I do. Maybe I go up to 78, maybe I go down to 72, depends on traffic. But speed limit here where I'm at in my area of Michigan, Canada, is 70 miles an hour mostly. So that's right where I live. Some areas are 75, so that's where I live. I'm getting about 22.5 miles to the gallon, generally speaking, driving down the highway. Um, it just drives a lot better. When you touch the gas, touch the pedal, it moves. So highly recommend it. Highly recommend Ecodiesel Owners Canada. Christopher is a really nice guy, really easy to deal with. The whole process was pretty painless, and I have absolutely no regrets, even though I spent a lot of money, more than my usual, on it. So yeah, if you're wondering what to do and you just want more reliability, this is definitely the way to go. I hope this helps you guys out. I hope to see you next time on The Driveway Engineer. Thanks for watching, guys.